Alright guys, let's jump into our Gwen game. So Gwen right now is at the S plus tier for us. I believe Gwen is one of the most powerful junglers on the Rift right now. She has so much solo carry potential. If you guys have seen my tier list recently, talk all about Gwen and why she's so powerful. She can split push, she can solo carry, she farms really efficiently. She literally has it all. Gwen is literally so dominant on the Rift right now. I highly recommend you guys play her. She can be a little bit difficult mechanically at times. This is the only difficult part about Gwen. But if you guys understand how she works, she can be such a powerhouse. And I would just recommend you guys give Gwen a shot. Alright, get our stacks here. Here's our Q. Beautiful. You can see here, guys, I'm almost fully done with my topside clear already. And this has already been really quickly. We're gonna put 2 points into our Q, and we're gonna continue clearing all the way down. Use 2 autos, we're gonna Q. Echo has his red buff. Good for us to know. We do not have a potion or anything. So if Echo comes, Echo does have potion. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to be a little bit careful here. I'm going to drop a ward over the wall. See if Echo wants to come over. I'm going to bring this to the bush to be extra careful here, guys. So I know if Echo's on the way or not. There he is. Right, as you guys can see, the whole thought process there comes from seeing Echo all the way coming into my bot side from the start. Let's go ahead and bring this over to my Senna. If I do this with Senna, I should be relatively safe. Ooh, he got his ability up, but we're gonna get this guy killed here. I think, guys, if I played that a little bit better, double up transfer, if I played that a little bit better, we actually would have been able to kill literally all of them, and I would have been able to survive. But you guys see here how Gwen's clear. I literally cleared the camp, and Echo walked around twice there, trying to get me, and he wasn't able to get my camp. So this Echo is literally not having a good time this entire sequence. And what I can do is I can just go back and farm my camps. At the same time, what I can do is I can quickly check enemy top camps. Because of how hard my top laner is winning, I am able to contest these this crab here. We have my Irelia. Not sure what that's about. It's okay. Okay, we're going a little too aggressive here, guys. The game has been a bit too easy. Okay, this is how I cope with plays like this, guys. If the game's too easy for you, well then you guys don't get a good game. You don't get a showing. So we gotta make the game a little bit challenging, perfect, give him some kills, trade him, so we see the actual strength of the champion. If the early game is too easy, well, we'll never get to see the true potential of our champion here. So it's all part of the plan. Let's continue going over to our camps. Clear top to bots. Let's farm up here. Once I hit level 6, guys, I'll show you how unreal Gwen's damage is. And we also need items. Our top laner is also very powerful. So with our top lane strength, what I can do is I can play for these grubs. And we're actually able to accelerate the game through the top side, not the bot side this game, because our top laner is actually the one who is very, very, very strong. Let's go ahead and bring these grubs all the way together here. And you can see that unreal damage onto these grubs. You gotta position yourself so you're in the middle. You get both. You get the damage on both of these guys. You guys know that the Q from the center of the camps give you true damage. Very important to get that extra damage off. Beautiful, we've cleared that. Let's go back into the bot side. Farm for level 6. We might be able to contest the dragon here. Let's think about how close we are to our item. Our K'Sante will have a massive, massive advantage. And again, the game is just sort of even. Like, that's what we want. We want a more even game. We don't want a one-sided game. That's not as fun to watch. Let's keep farming here. So big thing that you guys see what I'm doing is I'm auto-attacking twice, queuing, and then I'm using 4 auto-attacks, and then I'm queuing. And your E is also an auto-attack reset here, guys. So I'm auto and using my E. In this position, we can go ahead and get level 6. And with our level 6, we can go do the dragon now with how strong we are. Let's pull this out. Beautiful. So the dilemma right now in this position is my teammates have negative control. So with the negative control we have from our teammates, let's get the heck out of here. Let's leave. We're going to catch some waves and we're going to go into the top side. We're going to go for the red buff. So because my teammates just don't have any sort of control over the dragon, I will just leave and go back to clear my next camp. You see how my Q sort of went to the side there? I need to make sure I'm aiming my Q. This is one of the spells where like, well, oh, we're playing Gwen, like we don't need to worry too much about it. But you actually do need to consider that you will deal a whole lot less damage if you miss your Q. The center of your Q, so important. To show you guys, there's that little line right there that needs to land. Otherwise you lose out on so much damage. We need to be considered here. The Pantheon might be. Wow, okay. They unironically just ran together as 4 mid lane. And I got 1 shot. So fighting there, not the greatest idea. That Pantheon is too powerful, it looks like. Let's go back and keep farming. We need our item. I have been playing Gwen way more like a fighter, but in reality, Gwen's one of those champions who just want to continuously clear super efficiently. You don't want to be the guy fighting all the time. You want to be the guy farming a lot. So I've already been playing a little bit too aggressively. Obviously putting myself in much worse positions than I need to be. Let's finish our item, and once we finish our item, we will be much more impactful. We can use our E and our Q as a combo there. We're gonna use our Q when we have 4 stacks, and at this point, when we have this much attack speed, we can actually get off our 4 auto attacks before we use our Q. So we should have our item off of 2 camps here, or this camp, and then like a play into the bot side. Let's go ahead and look in the bot side. And this will be a good representation of like, okay, I'm like not that strong, but how powerful is Gwen going to be? I'm 0-3, but is Gwen going to be weak or strong this game? Which is like a really good discussion here, really good thing to figure out. Right, we kill this guy. We'll get 2 here, and then we have our completed item. So let's just recall in this bush and go straight to the top side for those grubs while we have our completed item. Thankfully, the guy doesn't just randomly check the bush. Now let's on the way ping towards the grubs and run straight to the top side and play for these grubs. Okay, a reposition. get this guy killed here. Oh, I got Nami bubbled at the worst timing. That was so unfortunate. If I went over there and I waited a little bit for Karthus, we would have been much better. But I went there at literally the worst timing possible. My E also wasn't up for 1 second, so I gotta be really diligent about looking for my abilities. And as you guys can see, every time before I get CC'd, I'm casting my Qs, I'm casting my ultis. This Echo is very good at his champion right now, as we've been able to see, which is even better. Like, okay, the Echo is like really 1v9 right now. Okay, is my champion, Gwen, going to be useful into that Echo? Let's find out as the game progresses here. So again, we're gonna get 4 autos here, and then we'll Q. Oh, I missed that auto off. Let's get this here. Our boy is fighting hard right now. Looks like he's just going to hard win. Get 4 autos, land our Q. Land this here. We'll keep going down towards the bot side. Get our 4 autos off. Cute. Beautiful. Use our E to space towards the next camp. Again, getting those Qs off and getting those auto Qs so important. That Echo is in the top side right now, so with Echo being in the top side, we can go ahead and make a bot play. I'm going to look to Ghost a little bit early here. Can't get anything there, it's okay. We'll push this in, and let's go do the dragon. So my Ghost there is a little bit poor. I technically did not need to use my Ghost if my teammates had this much control over the situation. The problem in this position is this Echo. We'll take this. We're going to go push mid wave in because the enemy Cassiopeia has died. We can sort of pressure this turret. We have Grubs and Gwen again. Amazing split push champion. So we're going to force the Pantheon to come here. Awesome. We can check to see if this top crab is up for us to take. We see that the enemy Pantheon is bot side. There's a chance that the enemy Echo is on my red buff. There's also a chance that he's going to be diving bot lane very soon. Enemy Echo is in the bot side. He has 2 items right now, so we need to be very careful of this guy. Let's grab this Herald. Not good for the Echo to be getting more kills. A bit unfortunate. The Echo's gonna be a bit of a menace this game. It's different, right guys? We're not seeing just like a hard stomp, one-sided, parry jungle, classic, oh, champion's OP. It's more of like a, okay, much more even game. What am I going to do to snowball this game, or put myself in it back in a winning position, I should say. Unfortunately, the Nami shows up here. Let's go back and farm while the Nami's there. Let's go back and clear some more camps. Defend our bot side, or what remains of the bot side. When we're pointing to our E, our attack speed is going to be more, and then the percentage our E refunds is going to be even more as well. So we are just going to get stronger and stronger as the game progresses. Even though the enemy Echo is like already extremely fed, we are just going to keep getting stronger. teammates are going absolutely crazy in the mid lane. We use teleport here. Let's recall. Let's buy one of our large rods. Let's buy. We don't need a pink ward necessarily. We do want to go play with our Irelia here. We need to buy this Rabadon's ASAP. And once we get Rabadon's, we'll go ahead and index into probably like a Rift Maker. We can even buy a Shadow Flame if we really wanted. Not much I can do. We got one shot. The Pantheon comes top lane. Kassandra's gonna get botted. We're gonna trade turrets at least, but we are going to unfortunately die. It is what it is. After this, we will probably just buy Shadow Flame and get that damage. We need to farm for those items. That Echo is about to complete Rabadon's, and we're not going to be able to play the game against that. It's going to be too miserable. Looking at that, that's what the rest of the game is going to look like. We're not trying to FF though. We do want to see, hey, is Gwen going to be relevant after I grief the early game so hard? I think Gwen still will be, but maybe not. As I see the game go on more and more, it's like getting more and more difficult. Our K'Sante is still very powerful though.
Isolde, wherever you are, I know you'll be all right.
Go ahead and assist ping our Irelia. We should play into the top side, and we should break this top turret one way or another. Unfortunately, our mid laner like just walked backwards instead of walking with the wave. But yeah, I did just get one shot by the Cassiopeia. Maybe instead of hovering the Irelia, I should go and hover the K'Sante. I haven't tried that all game. That could really be a big difference we can make here. I'm gonna give Herald towards the bot side.
I can't lose this. I won't. I needn't hold back.
Should be nothing we can do mid lane. Bot is going to drop, which is fine. The Herald, I mean. We're just going to be able to farm, and we're really close to our item. We want to just farm everything to complete our item here. You can definitely feel how nice it is to clear camps. I just messed this game up a bit too hard from the early levels. Gwen is a champion like Shyvana. If you mess up in the early game, or you fight too much, for example, you're gonna have a really difficult game, but you're gonna have a really difficult rest of the game. So that's what I really messed up on here. I could have played a very stable, disciplined game. Instead, I exploded it by fighting the Echo in the top side. If you guys remember that. As you can see there, the amount of damage we deal is a bit high, especially against the Pantheon. We actually like dealt with him pretty nicely. Let's go buy this. Let's buy this. The Echo is almost 4 items, so we definitely can't deal with him. But I guess we can, guys. There you go. That's Gwen. That's the Gwen strength, guys. We completed that Rabadon's. That's what you can make happen. Truth be told, that is simply because we have the Rabadon's, but this is what makes Gwen OP. Right? Like that guy did not expect the damage. In fact, I didn't even expect that damage. That was a bit much for me even. Like, I'm like, damn, bro, I really deal that much damage? Holy. Let's go ahead and take this. Beautiful. Like, what? I mean, we have the Baron still, because something has it. Something can still win this situation, like... Yay, Cassante! But, like, what did my Irelia just do? The guy just, like, watched me die. Like, miserably watched me die. We have... The Promised Land is almost near with their Shadow Flame. Let's go ahead and grab this. Let's go for our Wolf. Let's go for our Gromp. Cassante is doing Cassante things. Everyone's really equally dead here. We have Cassante Teleport, which means we actually have the advantage. We got Baron and we instantly lost it. Again, the discipline needed on Gwen is actually surprising me. Like, I'm like, dang. I need to be really, really, really disciplined. Otherwise, this game... Like, I'll even lose this game right now that I'm playing. We'll sidestep those real quick. You guys see how I'm playing patiently there? They have no idea that I'm there at all. Nice, massive 700 gold right there. We have our Shadow Flame. We're pretty much almost even in items. We're down 1 item on the Echo, but that's because the guy has 12 more kills than me in this magical game. But we've now stabilized because of the strength of Gwen. And if you guys saw the start of that fight, I queued the wrong way on the Echo. If I didn't queue the wrong way, the situation would be so much easier. Guys, this champion feels unreal. I got that Rabadon's and I'm dealing so much damage. If I played a better early game, if I was smarter, if I didn't take as many fights, guys, I think this champion is just so overtuned the amount of damage I have on Gwen. Let's go ahead and go towards our top side. We're going to clear down. We're really close to level 16. This level 16 is going to give us a massive advantage. We have this dragon we want to play for really soon. Let's go ahead and run up here. We need to stop eating like this. I think it's really, really bad because we don't refresh our cooldown. We luckily have something to hit there, which is good, but... Okay, and the thing is, Shadow Flame, everything being a crit, it feels like I'm playing TFT or something. Like, this actually feels like a lot of Unreal damage. I understand why people build Shadow Flame on this champion. If I had my teammates just play the game with me there, as you guys can see, we would have just been able to hard win the game. I got Echo's ulti. I even snipped through the Jhin there all by myself. The unreal power you have as Gwen is crazy. And again, guys, this is probably like my first real time playing Gwen in a hot minute. And I'm still succeeding this hard. That's the part that feels crazy to me, is I'm like a noob on Gwen. If you guys see me play Viego, see me play Jarvan, you're like, damn, I think that champion looks pretty strong. It's like, yeah, it probably is. But honestly, if you guys can perfect the champion, that's what will really make the champion look strong. And right now, guys, I'm a complete noob on Gwen. I'll be honest. I'll say it. I'm a noob. So that's why I really truly think that this champion has so much potential, because you invest a good amount of time learning the champion, I'd say 20 games, then you really know your limits and you really know what you can't do, and you'll do wonders on Gwen. In this position now, I'm going to clear my bot camps, and I'm going to look to push in the bot wave, actually. That's what I'm going to do. Look how crazy that is that my auto kills there. We're going to die. It's okay.
An ally has been slain.
The struggle is worth it.
We have 2 of our teammates dead and they don't.
If only she were here to see this. See me.
Look at that, guys. Alright, we go in and we kill ourselves. It's fine. But just to show you guys, again, I'm like low-key smashing buttons, low-key like trying to feel it out a bit. That damage was insane. Like, that's to everyone. Now, this is even a hard game for Gwen, and I'll explain why. Echo's like an assassin. Okay, it's kind of annoying, very slippery champion. Cassio, Jhin, and Nami, like, honestly, their range champions are Gwen's favorite thing to play against because of her W, but also quite annoying to play against because imagine you have 3 beefy champions and you're playing Gwen, you just snip right through all of them. But these beefier or more range champions, they also deal a lot more damage, can be a bit more difficult to deal with. Guys, I feel like I'm carrying this game, and I'm 7, 10, and 9. Imagine if I'm really good at Gwen. I mean, wow. Like, this champion, I'm actually really excited to get some more games on her and truly show you the limits to Gwen. Let's go ahead and pressure ourselves into the Baron, put ourselves in the position where they have to come into us. Let's go ahead and walk through here. The damage I'm dealing to this Baron right now, if you guys can see, is actually crazy. But my teammates just got himself killed.
I never could before.
The Echo did ulti right on top of me to kill me, which is just unfortunate. That's how the Echo, that's what Echo decided to do there. If my K'Sante played this a little bit nicer, it might have been a cleaner situation. Obviously, Carter started the fight dead, and the big thing there is like, I think I'm playing a little bit too up in people's faces. I need to be a bit more thoughtful because of crowd control. So a big problem right now is I'm sort of walking into all of their CC, like Pantheon's going into W me. I'm thinking like I'm getting hit by, yeah, like even like the Cassiopeia Miasma. I'm like really not thinking about Echo W. I'm not thinking about their CC. I need to start thinking about their CC. I'm gonna grab this Zhonya's, and the next team fight we're gonna have is going to be really the deal breaker, because it's going to be setting up for a dragon, it's going to give us soul, or if we lose the team fight, we'll lose the game. So it's like, okay, we better win this next fight. It's all we got. It's our last chance. Let's make it work. So I really gotta be thoughtful. I gotta wait for my Cassante to go first. I'm like a cleanup. I think this champion reminds me of a champion like Viego, where you're really watching your teammates go in first, do their thing, and then you're like, okay, I'm like the cleanup queen. And Gwen is just a great cleanup champion. That's the best way I think about Gwen right now, as I'm learning more and more about Gwen. Let's go ahead and push into the top wave. We're really close to our item.
I'll break as many needles as it takes to get this right.
We're gonna push all of these waves up in the top side. That's all it takes, guys. That guy is just a goner right there. Dodge the guy's ultimate for once, finally. Right, like... And his whole turret is just going to get eviscerated. There we go, and that's a massive gold swing into my pockets right there. Let's wait a second now. We'll kill this guy. There's a lint in my mouth, man. Right, and we're gonna continue sieging in the top side here. We have this dragon up as well. Like, all things considered, we can probably kill this Cassiopeia one more time. Okay, I hard messed up there, but if our teammates get onto the dragon on spawn, they should be able to kill them themselves. You saw my initial ulti. I sent it the wrong way. It's a bit like I got a bit worried. I wasn't confident there. That's a big thing. Confidence plays a massive role. A lot of these other fights, if I'm really confident, I'll be able to just kill them. I'll be able to win. Let's go ahead and finish this off with our best friend. That's not funny, actually. Good. Let's finish us off with a Verdant Barrier, because they have a lot of magic damage. Beautiful. I unfortunately died, so they're gonna get this dragon, but honestly, it's not the end of the world. It just means that we gotta continuously see the strength to this champion. Guy lives on a sliver of HP there. Again, I think I'm messing my Qs and my E's up very badly. Like, I'm aware, like I'm like, dang, like I could have played that so much better. It's like I'm learning more, I'm digesting more of the game as I keep playing. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna push down to the bot side now. We have that Banshees that we can buy too. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my strength right now to just pressure down here. Push in the bot wave, we can recall here. Grab our item. We can go back into the mid top side. We want to complete this so we get a little bit more MR, and we can get another, just make our shield nicer. We get a lot more AP actually. Banshees gives you a lot of AP. So we have 701 AP here. my gosh. I'm getting a too aggressive here, guys. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna go in all by myself. Nah, I gotta stay with my team. I'm actually gonna do this little technique here, where this potion gives you 25% tenacity. Ooh, Senna landed a massive thing there. Oh, they're trolling. We can go do the Baron, or we can try and end the game. I think just go do the Baron here. 25% tenacity. They have Pantheon Stun, Echo W, Cassiopeia R, Jin W. A lot of CC on their team, so if we go that tenacity, that pot, it's gonna be way easier to, you know, thrive in this game. Wow, guys, I am 9, 13, and 10, and I still feel like I'm like 1v9 in the game right now. I still feel so powerful. Of course, my Cassandra's playing well. My card is doing his job. I really doing his job, but you can still see just the actual strength of Gwen throughout this game. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and ask my teammates to go get the red buff, and I'm going to split push into the bot side. If our teammates don't want to do the red buff, actually, I can go clear it. But yeah, we do want red buff as we have Senna and I'm playing Gwen. So getting this red buff will be really, really nice for us. Let's complete this. Let's go into the top side here.
It'll be quite fun cutting them down.
So I should play to my true strengths. Which sort of involve split pushing. At this position, like, I can team fight, but I can also just split push. The enemies are going a bit deep. They're surviving quite well. Practice is going in. Suicide. Okay. That's fine. Let's go break this top in him.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Wow, and that's game, guys. And you can just see, like, I have so much to refine on Gwen, but that Echo couldn't even carry the game. That's the difference between an actual S+ tier champion and a C, D tier champion. Somehow that Echo can't carry the game. Well, hope this inspired you guys to get on the Gwen grind. I'm gonna be on the Gwen grind, guys. Champion is so overtuned. I honestly perfect it, and you can be so OP. Get your free LP with Gwen, guys.